Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at some stuff that was sent to me by one of you guys, and I want to look at it for the first time with you. So we're going to get some real reactions here. Let me know as we go what you think about the stuff in the comments. This person was so kind to send me multiple emails with some tea. Now let's get into it.
You don't get a headache because you have an aspirin deficiency. You get a headache because something's off kilter in your body, out of balance. To bring the body back into balance, back into what we call homeostasis, you need to eat right. There's just no way around that.
You can't trust much, but you can trust your health to Juice Plus.
You can't trust much, but you can trust your health to Juice Plus. What kind of marketing is this? I'm going to be eating a protein bar from Aldi in between some of this, and I can't film in the lovely natural light because it'll be like this and then a square over me. So I can't do that till the sun goes down. But what actually are your intentions with saying that? So the first girl in the other clip, she said that you just need to eat right. And I think that's okay advice. You just need to eat right and you don't have an aspirin deficiency. Sure, that doesn't mean you shouldn't take aspirin if it's safe for you to do so. But this is on the same person's story. So we go from that thinking right there, which off the bat, that part kind of makes sense. I'm just not sure what the message is that they're trying to send. Like, are we not supposed to take aspirin because it doesn't naturally get absorbed into our body through our diets? Is that what we're supposed to think about, or are we demonizing aspirin? I don't know about that one. But then a couple slides later, we're seeing that we should be trusting our health to Juice Plus because all of those things can't be found through our natural diet. So we should supplement it. But then I'm a little confused. Is the message we're supposed to get is we don't need aspirin, we need Juice Plus? Oh, but we're supposed to follow a healthy diet. Oh, but is that supposed to include Juice Plus? If you hear the circus outside, I am not the ringleader right now.
Your immune system, in order to work properly, needs good nutrition. We have something called plasticity in the immune system. What that means is that our immune system can see a bacteria it has never seen before or a virus it has never seen before, and it can come up with a defense strategy. That is the plasticity of the immune system, and that's what you want. You want that full potential of the immune system to be turned on, and that happens with good nutrition, lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of whole food nutrition. And the variety of fruits and vegetables is so important. This is why Juice Plus is such a great product. Huge variety. I don't care if you eat.
So what I missed the first time was this is a lady, Mitra Ray, PhD, Nutrition, Juice Plus, and Immune Health. So what she was saying after the weird aspirin comment, I feel like we can kind of accept that that's decent advice. And oh, it's there. She has Juice Plus in the title, and then she thinks that Juice Plus is so great. There is a time and place for supplementation. I would never sit here and try to make supplementation something it's not. The thing is that no one needs Juice Plus. No one needs an MLM product that I really know of. But no one needs Juice Plus. Juice Plus is not that transformational, and proprietary blends to me are weird, especially when it comes to MLMs, because you have these reps making a bunch of claims about what the products do or what the ingredients do. And really, you don't know how much is in there. You don't know how much it is to be effective. Oh, but now we have someone with a PhD recommending it to you when we started off so strong. And where we went wrong, you might add, oh, the not subtle plug for poo poo powder. Because this wasn't the sticks version. This was the powder in the tub version. The poo poo powder bucket. Poo poo powder buckets.
A lot of fruits and vegetables or not, you're probably not getting the variety that is available through Juice Plus. With the technology that's used to make Juice Plus, you're getting the benefit of raw food nutrition. Of course, it's in a capsule, so it's hard to imagine, but this technology has actually been around and perfected. And if you look at the research backs up that people are getting the results as if they were eating lots and lots of different fruits and vegetables and berries every single day. So that's what makes Juice Plus so unique.
We have more from Juice Plus, it looks like. Sample cards have arrived, folks. Stock your posties, everyone. All past and current clients will be receiving samples. I hate that it probably came out of this rep's check, though. I don't think that's great, especially like, did they have to pay for it or are they free? And also, when you're in an MLM, you have to do anything to retain a customer, if it, which I would think is really hard to do. Like, did we send these for free? And is sending them a sample just a way that maybe you did send it for free, but to try to make sure that these people order again, because obviously it's not undue to doubt that they will keep ordering, because maybe the products don't speak for themselves in MLM. Maybe they're not that great. Maybe the pricing doesn't really actually line up with the bennies. Who, a genuine organic customer, are they really stalking their mailman for a free sample? I'm certainly not. For one stick and a postcard looking thing, I'm all good. I'm all good in that.
Today is day 10 of taking my amino acid multivitamin every single day, and I'm super excited. I'm down 3 pounds, and the food noise is just, it's completely shut off. I can scroll through Instagram and see all the cakes and cookies and candies, and it doesn't make my mouth
My amino acid multivitamin. Somebody sedate me.
water. I can walk by the ice cream aisle in the store, and it doesn't even bother me anymore. My name is
Okay, there is something to be said about finding ways to help yourself quiet the food noise. And I think obviously there are pharmaceuticals out there that can do that, and there probably are supplements that you can get at the store that can do that. No one needs to get it from an MLM. MLMs have to put a lot of pomp and circumstance behind advertising to the reps who I feel are the true customer a lot of times. And so they believe what they're saying, hook, line, and sinker. I think a lot of times. I don't think most of them are lying out of their ass. So she might completely believe this. That's possible. And is it possible that it's quieting the food noise? Sure. But what did this process look like under the guise of it actually did something? Had she already given up those things that would usually catch her eye at the store? I'm kind of an all in moderation type of person. I know some people are like, I can't do moderation. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. And I get that too, depending on what the item is.
a certified nutrition coach and a hormone health coach. My goal is to help you get all the way to your favorite body composition utilizing simple nutrition, simple lifestyle habits, and simple supplements that can help to accelerate the whole process.
Why can't you help people do it in a more affordable way? Oh, it's because at the end of the day, you have these less respectable certifications that make you feel like you are helping your credibility, but really anybody who can use Google can see that they're not the be all end all, and they don't make you as credible as you think, when at the end of the day, it's just so that you can make money off of people via selling your supplements to people.
I got you covered with your nutrition. I'm going to teach you how to eat correctly. Simple supplementation, things like probiotics and digestive enzymes are phenomenal.
Probiotics you can get at the store. The problem with them is that once they're manufactured, they start dying before they ever get to your cupboard. They start dying there. So do with that information what you will. I would talk to a medical professional if you really want to find a good, or someone with real credentials, real respectable credentials. It's something that they recommend that they're not necessarily getting paid on and pushing on people without knowing their specific situation.
Phenomenal to help support healthy gut microbiota, help with your skin, help with your hormones. Things like fiber can help with blood sugar regulation, help you feel fuller.
You don't need to get fiber from an MLM. You can probably go to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target. Aldi probably wouldn't have that, but there's some easy ways that you can get it, or Amazon. You can get fiber supplements and probiotics. If you really want those things as supplements, you can really go get those. Or you can find ways to get those things through food, since we're big on nutrition, right? Right, because you are a certified nutrition coach. What was that? I would think somebody who has a super valid credential of being a certified nutritional coach would know that recommending supplements on a broad spectrum is a little bit weird, considering you're recommending these things to everybody as a broad audience. instead of making general recommendations of having a healthy and diet with variety like that other girl was saying. That makes sense, yeah. And that's a lot more affordable to do than doing that plus supplements from an MLM that I suspect have a large markup so that they can pay all of these people underneath, the worker bees, the real customers.
For longer. Things like amino acid, the one that I'm taking, these amino.
You don't need to take amino acid as a fucking supplement. Oh my God. There are amino acids in wherever you're getting your protein source. You can do beans and rice, and there you have all your amino acids. You don't need to take that as a separate supplement. That's really bizarre, and to me hurts her credibility even more. And it just comes off as, I want to sell you something and I have these so-so credentials to try to make me sound more qualified than I am. Like we can't see through that this is just a sales pitch.
Acids, they're 5-in-1. They help to turn on your mitochondria, which is your master energy switch. It helps with muscle preservation. This is your metabolism. You need your muscle. We're not going to eat it up and get rid of 50% of our weight loss is going to be muscle mass. It's going to help with your collagen production, your hair health, your skin health, your digestive health, and it's going to help with your blood sugar balance. You're not going to need to be going back for.
Won't any complete protein do that? Why would you need to supplement that? Especially if you already have protein powder in your fucking pantry. Wouldn't that do the same thing?
Seconds and thirds. You're not going to be craving all the sugar and junk food. And then number 5, it's going to help to accelerate your weight loss goals. If I was to share with you the information I found that totally blew my mind and made me realize I literally needed this yesterday, would you check it out? Hit the follow button, comment below the word body.
No, you can keep it for yourself. I'm good. I think a lot of people are good because who really needs to spend their money on that? Nothing you've told me is life-changing or important. And I don't really think, nothing of what she said is life-changing or transformational in any way to me personally. It's just more of the same sales pitchy stuff when people at the Amare conference, I'm going to be filming that one next, claiming that they're really into the research, as though the company handed you that information for you to interpret for yourself. Oh, they didn't. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like when you go to church and the pastor tells you what the Bible says and how it can be interpreted, and you just digest that in your brain and go, that's what it is, without thinking for your fucking self. It's the same thing that they do in MLMs, and I think it's yucky. Hydrogen-rich water helps reduce oxidative stress in the body, aka aging, inflammation, and fatigue. Oh, I think this must be the Kangan people. The water machine people, it's like a hideous machine. You can keep it on your counter and have like a bunch of different types of water because everyone needs that or something to that degree. I don't personally know anyone who would actually need that, but that's okay because the reps are convinced that they do. I'm just going to be opening and closing this while I'm talking. So it's already hydrogen rich. Are we just going to add some extra boobles? No one needs an MLM, guys. Especially no one needs an expensive water machine. Does it even have like a filter on it, or do you need to filter it before you put the water in? It's not a trend, it's a shift. Our bodies deserve more than tap water and plastic bottles. So you don't need to get like a Berkey filter. But I have the knockoff Berkey filter because fuck spending that much money. But it's like the knockoff Berkey filter. It's like you fill it on top, it trickles through the filters, and it collects in the bottom. You open the spigot, it comes out. It's not the fastest system, but you just make sure you stay on top of it and it's okay. And there you go. I have filtered water that isn't, so I'm not raw dogging tap water. It's filtered and there's little to no plastic involved. And I typically don't drink out of plastic if I'm in my own home. So I think me and a lot of people got that covered. Especially if you're not heating up the plastic, it's not the big risk that the crunchies like to make it out to be when it's not heated plastic, especially if it's food safe plastic versus cold water being poured into it from the tap. I'm not saying those are my beliefs about the plastics in the water. That is just what I feel like I've heard from the crunchies who are concerned about plastic in the water. Want to know what's in your water? No. You know, one time there was this little stand at the Home Depot, and it was like you take this little thing and you get your water tested, and then someone's going to come to your house. Is there anything worse? It's going to come to your house and explain all this shit to you, and then you get like a $20 gift card. Let's just say we never got our gift card, and I hate having a random man in my home. That was not a good experience. So I definitely don't recommend grabbing those things from Lowe's, even though it's free. I don't recommend you do that. The chaos of COVID opened my eyes to just how deep the health industry rabbit hole really goes. What I thought was normal turned out to be loaded with toxins. In my home, in my pantry, even in products I trusted the most. The wake-up call lit a fire in me. I started digging, researching, and questioning everything. That's when I discovered hydrogen water, a game changer for our health, energy, and overall wellness. The journey hasn't just changed what I buy, it's changed how I live, one choice at a time, one step closer to clean living. If a water machine that blows bubbles into it and so many other miraculous concepts, just breaking what we know about chemistry currently that we, learned in high school or a quick Google search. If it was as transformational as she wants to make it seem, this doesn't sound like, oh, I was going and doing genuine bona fide research. It sounds like I was Googling, someone DM'd me about this MLM. I joined it, and now I bought every line they sell me, hook, line, and sinker. And I want to do the same to you by spreading fear of what's in your pantry. Is there moldy food in your pantry? Okay, go clean it up. Is there stuff that you're allergic to? Oh, okay, yeah, I think we can all generally accept, like, you shouldn't have moldy food in there. If you're allergic, why is it in there? Other than that, are we going to scare people about everything? Not everyone wants to spend this kind of money on a fucking water machine. And it's hideous.
I'm still recovering from surgery, so I sound really nasally. I apologize in advance. But, hey, you've been watching me the last few weeks, wondering what I've been doing. And this is your moment to find out. I've joined a company of powerful.
I doubt it. I doubt anyone was watching her and being like, oh my God, what is she doing? When is she going to spill the beans? I need to know. She hasn't answered my 20 DMs about this amazing water machine business. Someone spill the beans. Oh my God. I'm going to put my notifications on for when she lets us in on the deets. That's not happening. But okay.
Purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and let me tell you,
you're not starting anything. You're not creating shit. You're being used, and you will be thrown away when they're done with you, or they're done with themselves and close the company, or you inevitably quit.
This train is moving, and moving fast. This product is worth the hype.
This video, by the way, and I promise, when I mention people's views or likes and whatever, it's not because I'm so popular and amazing. You can go look at my engagement on my social media. No, it's not impressive. I promise. It's not better. However, it is, I think, a good way to start gauging, at least factor it in, the success that someone might be having in an MLM. Now, at the time of this being screen recorded and sent to me, this has 6 likes. So if that has 6 likes, how likely is it to get pushed out into that algorithm to get new organic followers? Not that likely. And then how many people are going to see that and buy what she's saying, hook, line, and sinker as well, that this business is really moving. And they're also going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to guess not that many. I say that because I've been there with terrible engagement, and the results from that were, well, they didn't exist. So that's where I'm coming from.
Never seen anything like this business model in my life. It's legit. It is life-changing. And it's,
if you're talking about your job and you have to say it's legit, it's probably not. It's probably not. Because if you feel like you have to defend your job like that, it's okay to say, let me think about that before defending what's going on with your job. Because I've never had a job that I had to defend and say, it's legit, except when I was in an MLM. That's the only time.
Designed for real families just like me and you. And it is not an MLM scam. I can
It's not an MLM scam. Okay, so her most recent post says that she's so excited about the K8 water machine. Let's look that up. Oh, look. It's Kangan. Enagic. Enagic making the Kangan water. We have 3 different names. I really hate when companies do this. It's not even MLM exclusive. Not that I'm claiming they're an MLM. I know some MLMs love to sue over the name because they're insecure. Even though it quacks like a duck and they're like, it's not a duck. It's not a duck. If you have to defend that, it's giving duck. I'm not a fan. Do you see how hideous this machine is? Why can't they make it look nice? The crunchy people are buying this. Give them a nicer looking machine. Not that I think companies like this should exist, even if they're unsure of what to call their business model. I don't think that they should have to put something this hideous on their counter. Crunchy people really love natural colors. Like, give them a beige, give them a sage green.
promise you that. But here's the deal. On August 1st.
Actually, I want to see what Google says really quick. Oh, look at that. Not that I think you should take the first thing that the Google AI says when you Google something. That is not what I'm saying, but it's a little funny that we can do a quick little search. That is quite literally what an MLM is, as the definition I know it. So why would she say that and then say, I promise you?
Prices are going up. Not because of tariffs, but because of the demand on this product.
Where did you get that information? Did they tell you that? Just because the company you trust says something doesn't make it true. And you, as a distributor, have no way really to verify that it's not because of tariffs. Not that it's avoidable if it is tariff related, but why are we making it? Because they're so in demand. Do you really think right now is the time where there's a boom in Enagic? And if there was, I'd really like to see some numbers for me to scrutinize. That they're having this big boom, they're just so high in demand. Are they constantly selling out? I'm going to assume probably not. And then if your company is getting a lot of orders for these life-changing machines, is their next thought, let's raise the prices? If it's not tariff related, if it's because they're having so much success, they're going to raise the prices because they're having success. How is that good? Why are we bragging about that? Keep that to yourself. It's embarrassing.
Once you try it and see it for yourself, you'll understand why. So if you've been praying, thinking, and waiting,
I'm going to wager only if you're going to sell the machine, you would see why.
For this sign, here it is. Let's go. Take the leap and join me now before this window closes.
Oh, yeah, we're going to add some scarcity to it. So these people, they never want you to have a scarcity mindset, but they love to put a scarcity mindset in your mind. They love to give that to you. Oh, you better join now before we up the price on our fabulous machines. Oh, now's the best time to buy because you can join for $50 instead. I'm not saying that you can do that with Enagic. It's just an example of when people give you this like fear of FOMO when you're just considering joining one of these amazing businesses, and it's totally not an MLM, even though it quacks like a duck, and I don't really know what their corporate blah 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 would be to explain that one away. Or maybe they do openly own that they're an MLM and she just didn't get the message, and she knows MLMs have a bad reputation for a reason. I don't think it's without cause, but I think it's interesting that she goes out of her way to promise us it's not an MLM, even though it's quacking loudly like an annoying duck. My favorite ducks are mallards, by the way. And shout out to the gal pal that sent that to me, Pink Moon Witch. She said it was cool if I said who sent it to me, so thank you to you. And you guys are always welcome to send me stuff. The more context, the better. The more I can verify where these things came from. help me help you. If you guys like this video, give it a little likesy poo. If you have commentary to share with the class, leave that down below. And make sure you are subscribed so you get to see all of my videos, guys. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.